I'm currently enrolled at the University of Lethbridge, taking a combined degree in kinesiology and education. And I'm also playing hockey for the Longhorns men's hockey team here at the university, which keeps me very busy and on my toes. The program at the university allows you to take many different routes to become a teacher. The route that I've chosen is a combined degree with kinesiology and education, which will require me to be in the program for 5 years. My path towards education began here at the University of Lethbridge in a course called Ed 2500. This is a course required for all students who want to be accepted eventually into the education department. This is a class where we have the opportunity to learn a little bit about education, kind of dip our toe in the water, but also they help us to go into a school and to be able to observe and to see what it's like and to really get a feel if we really want to be a teacher.
Well, you're going to start, you got to open it up first to start.
I was placed in the elementary school on the south side, Our Lady of Assumption, and it was a great opportunity for me. I learned a lot. I think I learned mostly about the relationships that you can build with kids. I didn't have the opportunity to really teach, but I had the opportunity to work with them one-on-one or to help certain kids with certain needs. And so I think the biggest thing I learned is the importance of relationships with the students. I know after that class, there were many of my classmates who decided they didn't want to be teachers, and for myself it was an experience that was positive and kind of what I was looking for, so it helped me to know that, to solidify that I wanted to be a teacher. After Ed 2500 I applied and I was accepted into the education department, and this September I started out with my first education classes in PS1. After 8 weeks at the university with our university instructors, we're placed in a practicum placement. I was placed on the north side in an elementary school at Galbraith Elementary, where I had the opportunity to teach grade 3. Has anyone ever had an ear infection before?
Oh, I had.
Yeah.
I know when I get them.
I was at Galbraith for just under 6 weeks, for about 5.5 weeks.
We're going to learn all of the different names.
So the main difference between your PS1 placement and your Ed 2500 placement for me was the opportunity to really teach. We were required to teach quite often and to teach different lessons, and it kind of gives you an experience in all different subjects. I never was stuck teaching just gym or just science, but I had the opportunity to teach all of them and to kind of get feedback on different teaching principles and how the things that I've learned in university apply into the real world. Each lesson you teach in PS1 is kind of a little nerve-wracking, mostly because you're teaching for the first time, but also because you're being observed. It's a time where you're observed quite heavily. Every lesson that I taught, my teacher associate, Ms. Zook, would take notes and give feedback to me, but also my instructor from the university would come once a week, Mrs. Young, and she would come and she would observe and she would help me and she would take me aside after and talk to me about the different things that went well or different things that we could work on, and she was very helpful that way in my growth as a teacher.
When he first got this placement, he was a little concerned about working with younger students, and I said, you know, it's really important to have strong men in elementary school, and he has embraced that, and every day that I see him, he is more confident of what he's doing in the classroom.
I think Mr. Maxwell is going to do a fabulous job. He, of course, has a sports background, and so to watch him teach gym is quite amazing. He really shines. You know, he has the background knowledge and the skills, and he feels really confident, and he comes up with great drills. The kids just enjoy it. I'm definitely going to have to use some of the things he's brought with him when he leaves.
I finished my PS1 just before Christmas, and now I'm working on my kinesiology degree for the next 2 semesters before I go back into education for another year. I'm on track to graduate in the spring of 2018 and then on to becoming a teacher